Hey, welcome back. There is an incredible event happening tomorrow that gives young local musicians a chance to make music together regardless of which instrument they play.
And it's led by Grammy award-winning producer, songwriter, and musician Mike Elizondo, or Miguel Angel. Hello, hello. He's joining us today to chat about it. I got to throw in the full name in there.
I'm glad you did. Thank you. Thank you. I'll have some relatives that'll be
okay,
very happy
good. You
for
can
that.
tell them all about it. Well, Mike, tell us a little bit about your background in music.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Los Angeles, native of Los Angeles, and son of a musician, so I kind of had it around the house, and started to get into music probably when I was around 9 years old, and all throughout high school and college, and somehow forged a path where I was able to make a living playing music, and then wound up making beats with Dr. Dre, which came out of nowhere, but I was grateful for that experience, and that kind of led me down a path of getting to write and produce music for a variety of artists.
And tell us about who some of those artists are.
Well, I mentioned Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, and then more recently 21 Pilots. I do a good amount of work with Lin-Manuel Miranda as well.
Oh, that's so cool.
So yeah, a wide, variety of artists, which I'm super grateful for.
Do you ever get starstruck by anyone?
I get starstruck by comedians and athletes, but not so much.
Musicians?
Not musicians so much.
Peers?
I mean, maybe Paul McCartney. Well, there's definitely a few up there, but for the most part, I feel. A connection to the musicians, but comedians and athletes are superheroes to me, for sure.
But I think the variety of musician and performer that you've worked with is really a testament to your own talent. But I can only imagine that it is incredibly exciting to work with youth. Tell us about this event.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had a lot of people pour into me when I was younger, and so I promised myself if I was ever given the opportunity to pour into other young artists and up-and-coming artists that I would do the same and try and pass on, encouragement and any kind of advice. And so I was invited by the Seattle Theater Group to come and mentor and MD the show that will be happening this Friday night at the Moore. The program's called More Music at the Moore, and local Seattle artists and musicians audition and then are selected as a group, and they receive lessons and guidance for I think about 3 weeks from local musicians here in town, and then I come in on the last week and help kind of wrangle all the talents to do a show, perform a show, and it's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding, and it's just cool getting to meet the next generation of talent.
Man, that must be such a cool room to be in with just people, just all the creativity oozing.
Absolutely.
Tell us about some of this year's musicians.
Yeah, I mean, we have an incredible cast. So we've got 9 artists. Let's see if I can remember everybody. I'll tell you, see how we get at. But we have a really cool pop-funk duo called Cherry Ferrari. We have, I'd say, a shoegaze kind of grunge rock group called Alex Vile. We have an amazing group, instrumental psychedelic rock, I'd say, called Midpack. And then we have some solo artists, Anu Bappatar, who plays a traditional Mongolian instrument called a horsehead fiddle, what actually has a horse head on the, I mean, not an actual horse head, but a wooden carved out horse head.
That was a roller coaster right there.
No, not a real horse head. But, anyway, but no, and then we have a singer-songwriter named Kira Hamalian, who's phenomenal. We have Maya Michelle, who is 14 years old, incredible soulful pop voice. We have Ollie Deshay Gaines, who plays the drums and is incredible as well. We have Taz Enrico, who's a rapper and a singer. And he's so talented, so creative. And then we have Zahara Ilan, who plays piano and is a singer, and all of them write original music. A lot of the music, that you'll be hearing on Friday is all original. And then a couple of covers sewn in to spice it up.
That's so cool.
So exciting. So the program has some notable alumni, including Macklemore. So talk to us about the experience of musicians working on this kind of project.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, it's really important, to be able to, this group of artists to be exposed to people like myself or people who've had some success in the industry, to be able to come in and kind of demystify it a little bit. You know, when you're kind of coming up, you're wondering, how does it all work? How do, you know, whether it's how do I get a record deal? How do I get people to my show? So to be able to provide some of that background and a little bit of that information, I think I hope kind of inspires them to kind of pursue their dreams and pour, you know, amazing music into the world, because we know we all need it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And say you're not a musician, but you want to check this out. Is there a way that you can?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, to be able to attend the show, all you got to just buy a ticket, you know. And again, it's at the Moore Theater this Friday at 7:30, and the doors open at 6:30. But yeah, you can buy your tickets, and you know, I think it's an awesome opportunity to come support local talent here in the city and encourage them. And who knows, you might be seeing the next Macklemore, you know, which is pretty exciting as well.
Absolutely.
Mike, thank you so much for joining us. And I know you know this, but I hope you are aware that you are changing these young musicians' lives. So thank you for doing that.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
We have posted more information on more music on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
Yes.